Hi guys, it is Aoife from Fred We See Died Laughing, and I am here with another book tag. So I was tagged in the Harry Potter spells tag by Hufflepuff Wolf, who I will link down below, and I also link the original tag creator down below, which I actually don't have written down in front of me, but I will leave her or him down below as well. So this is obviously questions set to different spells from Harry Potter. So the first question is Expecto Patronum, a childhood book connected to good memories. And for this one I'm just going to go with, I could go with Harry Potter obviously, but I'm also going to go with the Magic Faraway Tree by Enid Blyton, because I don't know, I can just remember so many times throughout my childhood that I was reading that book and I loved it, and I just was in the Magic Faraway Tree, going to all the different lands, you know, the land of toys, the land of topsy-turvy, the land of medicine, there's so many different places. It's just an amazing book and I absolutely loved it growing up and I still love it now, and yeah, definitely I just love that book. Number 2 is Expelliarmus, a book that took you by surprise, and for this one I'm going to go with The Museum of Extraordinary Things by Alice Hoffman, which I read a while ago and I gave a 4.5 stars and a really good review to. This book was kind of the ones that I was reading it, really enjoying it, but didn't really think about how much I was enjoying it until I put it down and then I thought about what I just read and I was just like, wow, yeah, that was an amazing book. There was just something so magical about it, and just subtle magic in it, and the way the stories were woven together, the way the characters kind of grew and developed throughout the book, and it was just amazing. I just absolutely loved it. It was just a really good book. 3 is Prior Incantato, which is the last book that you read. And I literally just finished And I Darken by Kirsten White, which I also just did a video review for. So by the time this goes up, I'll probably have that review out, which I will link somewhere up above me. As you probably see, I'll be wearing the same clothes. But it was absolutely amazing. I absolutely loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Easy, would give it more if I could. Fantastic book. I would definitely encourage you to go read it. 4 is Alohamora, a book genre that you might not have considered before. And I've said it before, but The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith / J.K. Rowling kind of opened my eyes to the fact that I could enjoy kind of mystery detective novels, because I hadn't really read much of them before. So when I really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed the mystery and I enjoyed getting, you know, all the clues and trying to figure out who did it and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, well, obviously I do enjoy these books, so I haven't been as hesitant to pick other detective kind of thriller-ish novels up as well. Number 5 is Riddikulus, a funny book that you read, and the last really funny book that I read was 20s Girl by Sophie Kinsella. This book just made me laugh out loud. I absolutely loved it. It was just so much fun, and it just really cheered me up on a few days that I was just feeling a bit down and crappy, and it just really put a smile on my face, which was all I needed, and yeah. It was great. I loved it. Number 7 is Obliviate, a book you would like to forget having to read. I don't think I want to forget that I read any book, because then you know, you can you know what you like and what you don't like, and you can recognise when you're not enjoying a book and that kind of stuff. But the last really bad book I read was Starborn by Lucy Humeson. If I could decide not to read that again, I would, just because I was really bored during it and I just felt a bit bleh, through the whole book. It was just really disappointing. And then in a good terms, I guess things like Lord of the Rings and Hunger Games and Harry Potter, I'd kind of love to forget I'd read them and then read them as if I was reading them for the first time again. That'd be really good, in a good way. So yeah. 8 is Imperio, a book that you had to read for school. One of the books I had to read for school is Lies of Silence, whose author I can't remember right now, but it is basically set during the Troubles during the 90s in Northern Ireland, and it's about a manager of a hotel who is kind of kidnapped by the IRA one night and told to drop a bomb to the hotel, and if he doesn't do that, they will kill his wife. And it's basically his dilemma in what he should do. Should he let them kill his wife, or should he go and detonate this bomb which could kill loads of people in his hotel? And it's kind of basically just his journey to work that whole next day, and him coming to terms with what he should do, whether he should call the police, or, you know, kind of whose lives should he forfeit basically. And it was pretty interesting. I don't think I'd read it again. I think I actually unhauled it a while ago, but for a school kid, I guess it's kind of exciting enough. So yeah. Number 9 is Crucio, a book that was painful to read. Again, Starborn by Lucy Humeson wasn't very good. The Scent of Lemon Leaves was really bad. I had a really bad review of that. The Legend of Blue Eyes by Kristen McNamara, I think, her name is. That was absolutely woeful. I really hated that book. It was just so bad. I have a pretty bad review of that on Goodreads, I think. And then 50 Shades of Grey was kind of painful at times, just the whole, you know, when she was talking to her inner goddess and some of those like really weird sex things that like were supposed to be sexy but they just weren't, were a bit painful to read. So yeah, number 10 is Avada Kedavra, a book that could kill and interpret that as you will. So one that kind of killed me with feels was A Dog's Purpose by W. Bruce Cameron, and then Marley and Me by John Grogan. That just gives you all the emotions about your dog. It just makes you want to hug your dog really, really tight. And one of the most recent books that I've read that just killed me was Rune by John Gwynne, because there's something that happens at the very, very end of this book, which was like 700 pages. And then literally the last line of that book, like the very last line of that book, tore my heart. Didn't tore it in two. It tore it into like a million little pieces, and then just like put them onto the ground, like ran them over with a tractor and just smushed all my heart pieces into the ground, and I just couldn't find them. And I'm dead. I need that next book right now because I need to know what happens, but at the same time I don't want to know, because if it's really bad I can't handle it, so I just don't know. So that is it for the Harry Potter spells tag. I'm going to tag Cherry over Cherry Walker and Iridescent Reading Garden. I think I got that channel name right. Apologies if I didn't. So I will just leave their channels down below if you want to go check them out, because they're both fantastic. And that is it for another book tag. Please leave me comments below with all your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time.